We observe the pace of change so rapid that we must now learn in real time. Tomorrow's most rewarding jobs don't exist yet. We see a day when we no longer chase jobs. They chase the skilled, without thought of physicality, just the most knowledgeable for the job. And so learning becomes synonymous with success. The world changes fast, so fast that you need to learn to change.
Change faster.
Change faster.
At Camosun.ca.
At Accentians, we're proud of what makes us different. Accentians, stay different, stay real.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and those streaming live on PACWEST TV. Welcome to the
Thank you very much.
College home of the 2023 PACWEST Basketball Championship.
Appreciate it.
We are brought to you by Accent Inn and Hotel Zen. Thank you for joining us tonight for the women's gold medal matchup featuring the second seed VIU Mariners. And the number one seed Capilano University Blues. And before we start this event, we would like to acknowledge that Camosun is an indigenous word, meaning where different waters meet and unite. And this institution has two campuses that are located on the traditional territories of the Lekwungen and Wasanic peoples. Camosun College is honored for the opportunity that we all have to work, learn, and compete on these beautiful lands. Now, if you're able, we ask that you please rise and give a warm welcome to Pisces' own Lee Hack and join them in the singing of O Canada. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for
Second-year forward, coach box number 10, Harriet and fourth-year forward from the mean streets of Prince George, BC, number 11, The Mariners are coached by Tony Rice, assisted by Drew Coles and Kayla Romay, the number 2 seed VIU Mariners.
Welcome inside Pisces here on the beautiful Camosun College campus. My name is Ryan Waters, being joined by Coach Cass Kannemeyer as we get set for this gold medal game on the women's side of the bracket. The number 1 seeded Capilano Blues, 16-1 during the regular campaign, taking on the VIU Mariners, number 2 at 15-2. They met 3 times during the regular season. The Blues winning 2 of those. One of those, however, was in overtime. So it should be a fun one here today. The Blues in their home white uniforms. The Mariners starting very quickly off the opening tip, and Buckley gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was a classic tip play there, Ryan, where you tip it to the wing, and then there's a diver coming up on the wing, and an easy layup.
They easily practiced that one with Harriet McKenzie, the top player in the PACWEST, wearing number 10 in black for the VIU Mariners. This is Manson to try to get it into Houston Oyella, and throws it away.
Yeah, physical defense there. Created, a bit of a problem on the post-entry pass, and they just missed it.
Well, here's Guyton, Renika Guyton, fifth-year player out of Victoria. And it's a turnover here, back to Capilano.
Yeah, 2 jitters on both possessions there to start the game after the easy layup off the tip.
I would imagine both teams will be a little jittery coming.
I think so. Oh yeah, for sure. It's a big moment. Another turnover.
There's CJ Buckley with a nice steal. Gets it to Guyton. Guyton will grab it here. Down low, nice pass. And that was Kylie Gregory with the bucket.
Yeah, they could get organized off the live ball turnover, and someone just got lost at the bucket for the easy layup.
There's another steal. Madison Cox. And she will miss her layup.
An auspicious start here with 4 turnovers, a missed layup. I mean, got a real collective group of action happening here.
There's an Oyella inside. It's an offensive foul. And the Mariners have come out flying on all cylinders. Jumping routes, intercepting passes, and now an offensive foul. A charge taken by Buckley.
I don't know if 15 can create an offensive foul, Ryan, but she did.
Here's Guyton. With Abo on her. It's a good matchup at the point guard position. Get it here to Gregory inside. This is Harriet McKenzie. McKenzie shot
beautiful.
Is good to go.
Yeah, beautiful move off the under coverage on the ball screen. A little high-low there to McKenzie, and she just ducks in for the right-handed hook.
Be interested to see how the Blues defend Harriet McKenzie. There's Abo getting inside. Can't get it to go because they're big. Mackenzie Smith is not playing.
That's right.
She's on crutches over there on the Blues sideline.
Yeah, it's an ankle injury, Ryan, and it's a big loss for the Blues.
Yeah. Air ball from Davignon. And the Mariners working right back the other way. Guyton's jumper is no good. McKenzie with an offensive rebound. She will go straight up. Can't get it to go. And Davignon will clear the board. Gets it to Abo.
Yeah, excellent activity on the offensive glass there by McKenzie.
There's Briggs. She traveled.
Ryan with the spot-on call with the footwork.
Mariners will inbound it. Mariners trying for their 6th gold in the PACWEST. The Blues trying for their 5th gold. And of course, a berth in the national championship tournament on the line. That one is going to be knocked out of bounds by Kyla Gregory. Back to the Blues. That
was good execution there. A little horns action. Point guard comes off a little rub screen to create an ISO play for McKenzie. She just missed the wide open jumper.
Sano Yala will get it back to Abo. They got to get across the line. They do. Here to Briggs. Back to Yudson Oyala. Back to Briggs. Briggs will drive. Little floater in the paint. No good. Gets her own board. Baseline jumper. No good. An offensive tip by Manson. And Briggs collects it here. Gets to Abo. 10 on the shot clock. Cross court. That's Manson from downtown. No good. And Davignon with another offensive board. Good job by Capilano on the offensive board.
Yeah, creating second chances like that's going to result in the bucket here, I think, Ryan. Nope.
Rolled out on Briggs. Doesn't fall. And right back the other way. Here's McKenzie. We'll give it to Mackenzie Cox.
There's a bucket here, Ryan. I expect Chris Weimer to call a timeout.
Inside, great pass. Rejected there by Briggs. Here's Cox. We'll send it out to Guyton. Guyton with 6 on the shot clock. Picks up a screen. Her open 3. No good. And a long rebound. Yudson Oyala will collect it here.
Yeah, it looks like Capilano is satisfied with going under on Guyton's ball screens, making her a jump shooter rather than a penetrator.
Here's Abo. Empty crossover. Abo will pick it up. Gets it to Briggs. Briggs down low. Yudson Oyala. She tries to go window. Misses that shot. And Gregory with the rebound.
That was the same shoulder charge she got knocked on for an offensive foul earlier, but missed the hook on that shot.
Floater by Guyton.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what I think the Blues don't want to see from Guyton. Her seeing no bodies in front of her and just driving into the paint, creating havoc.
It's Abo misses the shot. Blues can't find a bucket right now.
I mean, that was a good take, Ryan, but I felt like she drew 3 players there. She should have kicked. She's doing what she's supposed to do.
Travel by Gregory. And 2 Mariners going to check in. Chloe Skaber comes into the ballgame, as will Madison Hall. And now all 3 Madisons in the ballgame for us, Coach.
I mean, for Abo yesterday, just to be playing in this game, I think is a big deal. I mean, she took a real knock on the knee there at the end of the semifinal match. Looked like it was a hyperextension, if I'm to, venture to say what it was. And she's playing in this game, so good on her. Great toughness.
She's got it here, gives it to Davignon. Over to Manson. 9 on the shot clock. Manson picks up her dribble. She's in trouble and throws it away.
I mean, that's typical VIU defense under Coach Bryce, where there's going to be ball pressure, there's going to be entry pressure into action, and if you're not ready for that, to counter that, you're going to be turning the ball over a lot against VIU.
They've shown a lot of quickness, a lot of going to the basketball. Swarming is the word I'm trying to find. Swarming
That's right.
to the ball.
A lot of active hands, right? Hands in the passing lanes. Always tremendous ball pressure. I mean, Coach Bryce used to be on the men's side, and I used to hate, when I was at Quest University, used to hate going against him, man. It's excellent defensive coach.
You're now assistant coach at UFV with the Cascade.
That's right.
Postseason over for your club. But
yeah, so just enjoying the sights and sounds of PACWEST basketball, Ryan. But yeah, no, here on business, but also a little pleasure here. Thankful to be doing the call with you. It's great honor.
Appreciate you joining us. You're former Capilano Blues head coach, so you're not biased now, are you?
I mean, we'll find out.
We already know you don't like Tony Bryce.
I like Tony Bryce.
I know.
I just don't like his defense. It's swarming. It's suffocating. He's it's very frustrating, and I'm sure Coach Weimer just talked about it with his troops right now.
After the timeout, here's Skaber with that mask on. Skaber, a former Camosun Charger, gets into the paint, turns around. Her jumper is no good. Ball bounced around. Briggs will collect it here. Abo wants to go to the hoop and won't get it to go. There's a lid on that hoop for the Blues.
Yeah, literally, they are shut out, and we are 5 minutes and 10 seconds into this game.
Buckley's shot on the other end will go in. Nice pass, too, from Cox.
I mean, whenever you miss a layup, it's like a turnover, Ryan. It's very difficult to react and get short and long safety when you expect the bucket to go in and a team to inbound.
Manson misses that shot. Good box out by the Mariners. There's 3 Mariner players under the hoop waiting for that rebound. There's Buckley with 4 points. To Skaber. They send it over to Cox. That's Mackenzie Hall. Her jumper is no good, and Briggs with Scott to get it.
Yeah, that was a good action. The guard came off a baseline double, and then there was a little pick and pop with the one of the down low bigs, and they just missed the shot.
There's Zabo. Being harassed there by Cox. And it will dribble off her leg and out of bounds. And coming into the ball game for the Blues will be Madeline Coffin. And Davignon will have a seat.
Abo trying to make a little bit too much out of nothing right now. There's a lot of pressure around her. She's got to sense it, make her decision at the free throw line instead of getting too deep into the trees.
Here's Hall. Gets it to Skaber on the right wing. Skaber wants to drive. Her shot is no good, but drew the body contact, and Briggs will be hit with her first foul.
Yeah, Briggs got a little lazy there with her hand placement, got it on the ball, and then the guard took advantage of it.
Skaber will go to the free throw line. This was a problem for the Mariners yesterday in their semifinal victory. They shot just 49% from the free throw line, and this is their first one here.
And they're not going to do any better if you're going to jinx them like that, Ryan.
That's right, because they have all that power.
That's the power you hold and wield.
And she hit her second one, so 1 out of 2. 11-0. Mariners with the lead.
VIU with a 2-2-1 press off of the free throw to slow them down and get Capilano out of their rhythm and action.
Ucino Yalo take one dribble, pick it up, and send it cross court. Abo from downtown. No good. Not a good shot selection there by Kirsten.
No, the closeout was in her grill, and she should have attacked off the bounce there and created a shot for someone else.
Here's Cox. You got to be careful not to pick up a foul, and that was more of a frustration foul, I think, by Abo.
Absolutely. I mean, at this point, I don't know if we have the data in front of us, but has the team ever been shut out in the first quarter, Ryan?
Certainly not this weekend. But a great question.
Yeah.
We're 322 away from not having to find that stat. Here's Mackenzie. Her shot no good. And Briggs with a good tough rebound.
That was great wall-up defense there by Capilano, forcing her into a fadeaway hook shot.
This is Abo slowly moving the ball up. 3 changes for the Mariners getting ready to check in. Here's Manson. Down to Ucino Yala. Spin move. Can't get that one to go, and it's tapped out of bounds. Mariners tap it out. Back to the Blues with 14 on the shot clock.
Everything was good there, though. There was a single-double action where guards are coming off screens and popping out to the 45. The big just couldn't finish, curling around the defender.
Gregory back in the ballgame, as is Guyton. And a member of the all-rookie team, Hallway. There's a shot by Briggs, no good. That one tipped around, I think tipped off Manson, out of bounds to the Mariners.
Briggs has had a bunch of good looks in this first quarter, and all of them are right on line, so I think she'll get that rhythm moving forward.
She was great from the mid-range.
Oh, man, 18-foot maestro yesterday, absolutely.
Hallwig, no good. That one tipped around. It will be off Briggs and Mariner basketball.
Nothing going right here for the Blues early.
2:33 to go in this opening quarter. 11-0 Mariners. Guyton trying to find somebody, finds Skaber. Skaber thought about a 3, loses the handle, gets in there. That's a tough foul against Briggs.
And that's her second, Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, that was tricky. That was a diagonal chop screen, and then the guard came off a second screen for a shooter, and Skaber turned down the shot, got in the lane, and maybe got bailed out a little bit there.
I thought so too. Yeah. Skaber back to the line. Her first free throw misses, so she's now 1 out of 3.
And you didn't jinx her that time,
no,
so
I didn't.
For the record.
Thanks for covering.
Noted, yep, noted.
Melania Davignon has checked in the game for Briggs after picking up her second, 4th team foul. And her second shot is good, so she's 2 out of 4. And now 12 now.
Again, the 2-2-1 off the free throw to slow them down and maybe operate with 15 seconds to go here.
Here's Abo. Gets it to Davignon. Davignon 8 on the shot clock. Manson will fire it up. That hit the front rim, and Geisen will pick the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, it's just tricky, right? They didn't have an action called against the zone there, and then they got a contested 3 in that possession.
Skaber off the glass and gets it to go.
She's given a good boost here, Ryan. She's come in, she's been super aggressive, and the Blues right now don't have an answer for her.
Here's Abo. Abo picked up her dribble. She gets it to Davignon. Davignon back to Abo. Abo thought about a three, gets inside. Abo, and a blocking foul. And Abo, I think, will go to the free throw line. And Harriet McKenzie going to check back in.
And that was a better read on her part. The closeout came in hot. She read it, got in the lane, and then got to her right hand and made the decision at the free throw line before she got too deep into the trees.
Hall will come out for Harriet. First foul on Skaber. And the Blues still looking for their first point. Coaching staff won't have much of a voice left after they continue this. Shot from Abo, and there's finally the first point.
Good. I just paid one of our runners to go up and find out if there was ever a shutout in the first quarter. So I'll get my money back there.
I hope you get it back.
Yeah, so that's great.
They might have ran with it. You might not get that.
No, that would have been it for that.
Knocked out of bounds by Davignon. Not a start that we would have anticipated in this gold medal game. 14-1, Mariners with the lead, 1:27 to go.
But I think one of the early trends is that it's going to be a tough defensive game. And this game's going to be like first person to 50 wins or first team to 55 wins. Feels like one of those kind of games, right? Things are going to be tough for them.
Physical. That's the second on Yutsin Oyala. Harriet McKenzie will go to the free throw line. Her first free throw is no good.
So that means Briggs and Oyala both have 2 fouls. That's massive. That's your starting front court, your starting front court for the Blues.
Second free throw by McKenzie is no good. The troubles continue at the free throw line for the Mariners.
I think Coach Weimer had a substitute for Oyala, and because of the miss, she can't come in, so now Oyala's got to be disciplined.
That's Coffin rejected by McKenzie, and off Coffin and out of bounds. And now Davignon will check in. Now both Davignon sisters are on the floor. Venica and also Alanya. And here's Guyton. Guyton will hand it here to Buckley. Hallwood. Alanya on her. It's Coffin. Defending against Gregory, and Gregory couldn't get it to go.
I mean, that was a good old punch series play where the guard loops around the big to open up a bit of the passing lane for the big, but the big couldn't finish.
Here's Alanya. Gets it to Manson, and her pass goes off the Mariner and out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Bryce behind me here is calling out the rotations, and these women are flying around.
40 seconds to go, 9 seconds on the shot clock. They get it inbounds. Here's Davignon. 5 on the shot clock. Abo will launch for 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Coffin. Coffin trying to go right back up, and will get the roll, and finally they get a field goal.
Yeah, Coffin there, great offensive rebound, turnaround jump shot in the lane, and then the really lucky bounce off the back rim.
Here's Buckley, cross court to Holloway. 10 on the shot clock. Here's McKenzie. McKenzie with the spin move. Her jumper is good as it rolls in.
Again, that's that single-double action that they got going on where the guard comes off of a baseline screen, and they're really looking to post up one of the bigs, and if they can't hit the post up, they're trying to go high-low. And that's just physical basketball. That's tough basketball. That's a real grind way to kind of attack Capilano and attack their front line.
An incredible first quarter for the Mariners. They are on top of the Blues in this gold medal game, 16-3. We'll take a break. Be back with the second quarter. This is the PACWEST Basketball Championship. the second quarter we go here at Pisces on the campus of Camosun College. VIU in front of the Capilano Blues 16-3 after the first quarter. The Blues, well, a tough first quarter to say the least. 5.9% shooting. They were 1 of 17 in that first quarter. The Mariners, on the other hand, 38% shooting, and they lead at 16-3.
I'm no math expert, Ryan, but that's low.
And here's Kirsten Abel, a fourth-year player out of Richmond. There's Coffin now on the left wing. McKenzie will pick her up. Here's Abel, 9 on the shot clock. Here's Venica. Her shot is good, and the harm.
Well, what happened there is there was a cutter that the VIU defense really reacted to, which opened up the pass to 3, and then 3 drives into the defender for the N1. Her free throw is good. So a 3-point play, cut the lead to 10. Here's Guyton, gets it to Gregory. Gregory to Guyton. At the high elbow, we'll get to McKenzie down low. Her shot is no good, but a foul called inside, and McKenzie will go to the free throw line. That's a really nice action coming out of the stoppage, where there's a shuffle cut off the top, and then a rescreen for Guyton, and then Guyton looks high-low with McKenzie.
This is the free throw, where she's 0 for 3. Alanya, by the way, picked up that foul, her first. Team's first here in this second quarter. Second shot by McKenzie. She got that one in. 5 points now for Harriet McKenzie to lead all scorers. There's Abel. Gets it across the line.
Again, 2-2-1 into zone off of the free throw.
Down low, Venica had room. Her shot is up and in.
I mean, that was excellent execution there. The guard pulled up the bottom of the 2-3 zone, leaving the space to get the ball into Venica for the layup.
Little runner by Cox. Left hand doesn't go. And Coffin will collect the board and give it to Venica. And now to Abel.
Blues have seemed to find a bit of their footing into this game now. Start here the second quarter.
Here's Abel. Looking underneath for Coffin. 3-point shot. Venica no good. Tapped around, it will be Cox, but maybe she pushed her? Oh no, it's going to be against Alanya.
Yeah, loose ball foul on 9 there.
That's her second. Second of the quarter for the Blues. Here's Guyton. Guyton finds a lane, her shot is good.
And that's the one problem when you try to go under ball screens and you don't get around the big that's setting the screen quick enough, you give up driving lanes, and that's what happened there.
That ball off Davignon, right back to the Mariners. Another turnover by the Blues.
I wonder if the Mariners will go right back to that high ball screen to see if she can get to.
There's Buckley down low for McKenzie. Great job just to catch that pass. Her shot no good. And it'll be cleared here by Coffin.
That's great deep position on the early post-up by McKenzie. Just missed the hook.
Alanya, she will drive and hit the bottom back of the backboard and throw it out of bounds. Trying to go cross court to Manson. Cammie Ward will check in for Capilano for the first time, and Mackenzie Hall back in the ballgame for the Mariners, with Gregory having a seat.
Yeah, the turnover on the baseline drive, baseline drift just hit the bottom of the backboard there, Ryan.
Here's Guyton. Give it here to Hall. McKenzie being harassed there by Ward. How is that double dribble?
Great question.
McKenzie again, and now a foul on Venica.
From my angle, I thought there was a tip on the ball, and that's why she was allowed to continue the dribble. That's what I saw.
Correct. The foul was against Venica, a non-shooting foul. Third team foul for the Blues. So Guyton will send it into Buckley. Buckley will try for 3 and hit it.
Yeah, as soon as that ball went into Buckley's hand, as soon as it came out of her hand, that looked good. We had a great angle on that one.
7 points for Buckley in the half. They'll give to Ward. Ward, a little hesitation, goes to the hoop, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Vanica. Her jumper no good, and Guyton will get the board.
Good drive by Ward on the left hand, and then good offensive rebound. But like you said earlier, there's just a lid on the rim right now.
Shot by Guyton, no good. Coffin with a rebound. Loses the handle. Guyton with a steal. She'll just toss it up and miss it. Flat on her back.
That was lucky that wasn't a second foul on Abo.
Yeah. Cross court. Manson for three. No good. And the ball loose. It'll be collected here by the Mariners. They want to run. Here's Guyton. Guyton running on Manson. A scoop shot no good. And Ward will collect it. Back and forth they go.
Yeah, great action on both ends, just not converting with buckets.
Vanica. As Manson, she'll try another three. No good. I think she's 0 for 3 or 4 from the three-point arch.
I mean, the team in general is 0 for a lot right now, Ryan. But those are two good looks in a row for Manson. What more do you want for a shooter?
There's Guyton, loses the handle. Ward all over her. 10 on the shot clock for the Mariners. Here's Buckley. They rotate the basketball nicely. Cox down on the baseline. Nice pass to McKenzie down low.
Yeah, I mean, the ball went from side to side, and then there's dribble penetration. Often when that happens, a rotation's late, and that's exactly what happened there on the layup.
24-8. Mariners with the lead. Abo from downtown, no good. And Harriet McKenzie, another rebound.
Yeah, that ball's not online right now, Ryan, for her.
Cox drives, takes the bump, no call, and here comes Abo the other way. Abo goes high up the glass.
That's a really tough Euro step, attacking the defender with the inside foot, then stepping away from her to finish with the floater. Great shot by Abo.
3 points for Abo in the contest. Gets the Blues to 10. 14-point lead. Guyton's shot going to be short. It's the front rim.
Yeah, there was communication there for the ball screen, but Abo almost fell asleep. It's luckily Guyton missed the jumper.
There's Abo. She'll hand it here to Manson. They cross it. That's Ward. Down low, be thrown away, but a foul called. It looks like against the Mariners. It's going to be on McKenzie.
Yeah, VIU jammed that shuffle cup cut up, so the timing was off. Ward tried to force it in. Not a good read by Ward, but luckily bailed out by the official.
McKenzie's first, Mariners' second team foul. Skaber, Hallwig are back in, and Gregory as well. And now a whistle, another foul against the Mariners. Two-handed push on Kayla Gregory, that's her second.
Coach Bryce doesn't agree with that one. I also did not see much there.
Get the ball into Vanica. That's Ward. Ward is stuck in the corner, gets it to Manson. Manson, a baseline jumper, hit the side of the backboard. And Hallwood will collect the rebound, and here comes Cox with Harriet McKenzie wanting to come back in.
Felt like she didn't know what the shot clock was. She had a bit more time to create something there.
Like
rush shot. Yeah, she rushed it.
Here's Cox. Inbound pass is stolen by Abo. Abo off to the races. Kirsten Abo will lay it in.
Yeah, unreal anticipation, and then the guile to get to the rim by beating two defenders chasing her down.
Cox got away with a carry, I think. Skaber, that's blocked by Vanica.
Yeah, that was a little dribble handoff into a drag screen, and they rejected it, and Skaber turned it over.
Coffin will just toss it up and will head to the free throw line. After a foul.
I feel like the Blues bench has come on and given them a lift, and Abo's kind of found her footing here in the second quarter, Ryan, to cut the lead to 12.
Second on Skaber, so Buckley will check back in, as will Merritt. Their bench has to step up with two of their bigs on the bench with 2 fouls each.
Sometimes Captain Obvious comes out of my voice, and there's nothing I can do about it.
That's all right. Nice shot by Coffin. 1 for 1. One more to come. 4:06 remaining in this opening half. All Mariners so far. The second shot is good. Coffin has 4 in the game, and the Mariners want to right back the other way. Hallwig inside the paint will kick it out to Buckley. Buckley sends it here to Hall. Hall rejected there by Coffin.
I mean,
good defense.
The way Buckley's been shooting, I'm surprised she turned that one down. I figure if she gets another look at it, she'll take it. Here it comes.
They get it into Buckley. Passes on the three. She'll drive, gets free, but can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. Also not good. And it goes out of bounds.
That's unfortunate. I mean, she had a wide open three. She's a good shooter. Took the drive to the bucket. She's wide open and just blew the layup.
Abo slowly will bring the ball up. Pass to Coffin. Underneath, wide open was Manson, but rejected there by McKenzie. And then she touched the out-of-bounds line.
Yeah, that's a great play defensively on the reverse layup by Manson.
13 on the shot clock for the Blues. That one tapped away again by McKenzie. McKenzie's so active down low.
Yeah. Yeah, and also Coach Bryce is calling out their baseline out of bounds set, and so the women know that they need to deny certain passes there to blow up the play.
Here's Manson, floater inside, no good. McKenzie will sky for the rebound. They'll bring it up. That's Hallwig. Gets it here to Buckley. They bring it over here to Cox. And a foul, an offensive foul against Harriet McKenzie, trying to fight for positioning.
I didn't see a lot there. McKenzie's been aggressive on all her steals early. Maybe there was an elbow early that we missed, but I thought that was good positioning by her.
Second foul on her. McKenzie will tap that one away.
Not going to let it affect her ability to defend.
She'll have a seat with those two fouls. And the Mariners going to take a timeout. They will. With Gregory checking back in for McKenzie. 3:11 to go in this gold medal game. Second quarter.
Still a low-scoring game, Ryan. I mean, both teams, I feel like, are taking fine shots and you know, taking shots that they want in their offense. VIU's executing for sure. They're running action almost every trip down. They don't have transition, but yeah, there's just there's a little bit of a lid on the rim for them too. They have a few in and outs. McKenzie's had some good looks. They've, you know, a couple roll around the rims. The missed layup by Buckley there, and then the Cap women obviously are still battling back from the first quarter.
That was an awful first quarter. I think outscored 16-3. And credit the defense of VIU. They would jump the passing routes, and especially early on. There was, 4 turnovers, I think, on 4 possessions by the Blues.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this game as a coach, you never imagine your team losing a first quarter 16-1 at any point.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're still only 10 points down is a credit to their resiliency so far in this gold medal final.
With 2 of their starters on the bench as well. And
still on the bench.
Yeah. Nixon Oyala sitting on the bench. So out of the timeout, it will be Blues basketball. Trying to inbound on the sideline with 17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. They're trying to get to Abo, and there she is. Abo wants to drive, gets inside. Kirsten Abo, a wild shot, can't get it to fall.
That would have been a miraculous layup, jumping between 2 defenders and then scooping the ball off the glass.
Here's Hall. Hall will drive, lost the handle, and out of bounds. And back to the Blues. The Blues are getting the stops down low. They just can't get the buckets on the other end.
No, they cannot. Big thing is just to keep trying to get good quality shots, right? Don't force things and look for the $1 million shot. Doesn't exist.
There's Ward on the left wing. Ward, and that's going to be intercepted by Buckley. Good anticipation. CJ Buckley to the hoop and gets it to go.
Yeah, Ward just kind of like lackadaisically threw that one across court. You can't do that against this VIU defense. There's just too much pressure on all the different spots.
That one, another turnover as Ward will throw that one away.
Yeah. Ward will get subbed out for those 2 turnovers, I'm assuming.
That Ward will depart. Cusa will come in for the Blues. Guyton will check back in for VIU.
Any pass you make against VIU's defense this game's got to start with ball fake.
What a great job by Guyton to get inside and then hand the ball off to Hall.
Yeah, like a good point guard, she made her decision on the free throw line and found her big partner at the rim for the layup.
Rio also in the game, by the way, for the first time for VIU. She's down on the low post, and it's Coffin gets it to go.
Great look there, over the top on the pressure defense, pass from Abo for the layup.
Well, that's what the Blues need to do with Harriet McKenzie on the bench. And she traveled. It's Hallweg with the travel call, 28-16. 1:44 to go.
Yeah, I feel like VIU's had some unforced errors in this game. If they had a bit cleaner offensively, they'd be up by even more.
Abo in the right corner. Abo's shot, she's hit there by Buckley. And Abo will go to the free throw line.
That's that $1 million shot that I was telling you about earlier. That is not a good attempt or idea, but she gets bailed out by the officials there.
Go to the free throw line. Abo's first free throw is in. 5 points in the quarter for Abo. And that one is off.
Yeah,
we'll track it down.
Leaning off her spot there, she always was going to miss that one.
There's Guyton. Guyton had an opportunity for a three, but she stepped inside, and that ball will go off the back rim and rebound by Manson.
I mean, Capilano is going to keep going under, and if she keeps missing, they're just going to keep going under on her.
Manson collects it here inside. Nice cut by Coffin, but can't get that one to fall.
When you're down double digits, you can't miss layups like that. That's a great look inside for Capilano.
There's Buckley on the right wing. Manson on her. Cross it to Hallweg. Hallweg wants to drive. Baseline jumper. That's Hall. No good. And Vanica will collect the rebound.
Maybe when they go in at halftime, they're going to, remove the lids from the rims and loosen up their defenses a bit so we can get some more scoring here in the second half.
Abo inside. Again, a missed opportunity. Vanica, though, will put the put back.
She's been huge. I think she's got 7 here.
She does.
In the second quarter. And, I mean, without those 7, I mean, I don't even want to tell you what the score is.
Houston with a rebound. They get it to Abo. Abo with 16 on the clock. They'll hold for one shot, I would imagine. Now down to 10.
I don't even know if you want to bring a ball screen here.
Abo better do something with it. She gets inside, and it will roll in.
I stand corrected. They weaked her, made her go to her left hand, but she snaked back and made a beautiful layup between two VIU defenders.
How about the Capilano Blues in the second?
Time for our halftime shooting challenge. We would like to welcome Jackson and Spencer. Both participants will stand at either end of the court. The free throw lines each have one ball and 1 minute to make as many shots as possible. We will be starting in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Congratulations, Jackson. Thank you, both Jackson and Spencer, for participating in our shootout challenge.
Welcome back inside Bicey here on the campus of Camosun College. It's Ryan Waters and Coach Cass Kannemeyer. As we are here at halftime, coming out of halftime, the VIU Mariners in front of the Capilano Blues by the score of 28-21. Not the most gifted offensive first half that we've seen either at this tournament or in quite some time. The teams combining, what did you say, 1 for 13 from behind the three-point arch?
Yeah, and then 20 for 74 from the floor. 8 for 36 for the Blues, I believe, from the floor. That's a tough half.
So coming out here at halftime, Mariners will start with the basketball. They get it to Kyla Gregory. Briggs is back in. To Harriet McKenzie. McKenzie, her shot is good.
Yeah, all first half she was long on those hooks. This time they run a little back screen shuffle cut for her, and she gets a clean look at the backboard.
It's her 9th point to lead all scorers. Kirsten Abo has 8 for the Blues to lead that team. Manson, a turnaround jumper, just kind of a prayer. Maybe lost sight of the shot clock. It's
second time in the game where I feel like she's rushed something, thinking the shot clock was winding down when it wasn't.
There's Buckley over to Guyton. Guyton back to McKenzie. McKenzie, 7 on the shot clock. Guyton gets inside. Oh, nice spin move by Guyton and lay it off the window.
Yeah, you just can't give her a head of steam, right? When she gets that deep, she's got a bit of a size advantage on Abo at that point.
6 points for Guyton in the game. Abo looking to get a screen. Nice pick and roll. That's Yunsen Oyala, but couldn't finish it off.
I mean, that was a great pick and roll. I would actually recommend that they look at that three-point shooter. VIU's collapsing on the roller. The three-point shooter's wide open.
Good steal there by Vanica. Vanica has Manson. Will dish it here to Manson. Can't get it to go. And McKenzie with another rebound.
I mean, I shouldn't recommend anything. Just put the ball in the basket should be recommendation number 1. Let's just get it in there.
There's Buckley. Pass to Gregory. Got deflected. She gets it back. There's Buckley. Long 2. She got it.
That should be a switch on that ball screen because those are similar type athletes. They should just switch there, and that shouldn't be such an open look for the guard.
34-21. There's Manson. Abo on the right wing. Abo wants to drive, gets around a body, and is blocked, and she will go to the line.
That was on the leg that she hurt yesterday. I mean, that's a tough shot to take, but great job beating the double team there baseline by Abo.
First foul for the Mariners the second half. It's against Gregory. That's her 3rd. Mackenzie Hall checks in for VIU, and that missed by Abo. Also coming into the game for the Blues is Cusel. Shot by Abo is in there. So 1 out of 2 this trip down. And here's Guyton.
6-1 to start here, the third quarter by VIU.
Here's again Buckley, same spot, same result.
See, that's Briggs and Oala on the ball screen, and they should just switch it. They're like, they're both forward players. They're both taller players. They can just switch it, and then they don't give up that jump shot.
Johnson Oyala picks up her dribble. Now Briggs gets it back. And in here to Abo. Abo will try for 3, and she's fouled and will go to the free throw line.
For sure, that was a over-aggressive closeout there on the three-point shooter. No one from the Blues has hit one tonight, so why are we being over-aggressive on the three-point line?
It's an excellent point.
Yeah.
So Abo's first free throw is in there. She's shooting 3.
Last thing you want to do, too, is give a scorer like some easy looks at the free throw line to get the rhythm, right? She's been pretty quiet at this point, next to a few unreal layup attempts, right? So she's going to find her rhythm here from the free throw line.
And she hit all 3. At all 3 with the clock stopped. Oh, Guyton brings it back offensively. Guyton will hand it here to Cox. Wants to get a screen from Hall. Sends it over to Buckley. Buckley, inbound pass. This is McKenzie working on Vanica. Good defense by Vanica, but gets her own rebound, does McKenzie. She's on the floor, and a jump ball, and Capilano will get it.
Great toughness by the Blues defender there. Not giving up an inch, and McKenzie rushed the hook shot.
The Blues have an opportunity to cut the lead here with a good look, if they can get one against this very tough, active defense of the Mariners. Jansen Oyella. That one is batted on the ground. She gets it back. Here's Abo. Abo wants to drive, loses the handle. Guyton with the steal. Guyton. Cusel tapped it away. Guyton got it back. A wild shot, no good. But McKenzie, another offensive board. And she's hacked there by Cusel. That's the first on Cusel. Rookie out of Tuwasa.
Live ball turnover from the Blues there results in an odd man rush going the other way.
Kenzie knocks that one down. Second free throw is good. So she hits both. Now has 11 points. She averages over 19. She had 21 yesterday in a pretty impressive game. Jansen Oyella bracking her down. Gets it to Cusel. Got away with a travel. Then inside, Jansen Oyella can't get that one to go. And McKenzie with the board.
There's a good action there by the Blues, but you can't pass up that open jumper because you put your big in the unfortunate circumstance of being 3 in the key, right? And they were lucky to not get that called.
Blocked by Briggs, who then runs the floor. Nice catch, but couldn't finish. Too tight under the hoop by the time she caught it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to look at that and go, okay, maybe I shouldn't throw this pass because there's nowhere for her to land.
That shot hit the side of the backboard from Buckley. And Briggs running back and forth up the floor.
Yeah, it feels like we're in the red zone a bit here where chaos is about to ensue a bit more.
Jansen Oyella backing down McKenzie. Her left hand no good. McKenzie, good box out. And she gets the rebound.
That's a good look on the turnaround hook shot there by Oyella.
There's Buckley. We'll get her over to Cox at the top. They swing it to Guyton. Guyton will stop, get it back to Hall. Now Buckley on the right wing. She will drive, baseline, get it to go, and the harm.
Well, that's now the third time on a Buckley ball screen. She rejected that one. That they've targeted Oyella on the ball screen, and now she's coming off.
Yeah, with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and they got to figure out how they're going to defend that because right now the Buckley's having her way.
Go to the free throw line. Coffin will come back in. Skaber for the Mariners as well.
To me, because Buckley's such a good shooter, I think they should just switch it. Switch the matchup. Make sure that you don't get her shooting 3-point shots and pull up jump shots at the free throw line.
Offensive rebound. The Mariners had it momentarily after the miss by Buckley. But threw out of bounds, and now the Blues will go back to work. A timeout, I think, taken by Chris Weimer, the head coach of the Blues, the PACWEST Coach of the Year for the first time in his career.
Well deserved. I mean, it's almost like a career achievement. I mean, he's been in the running probably a few times, right? And
sure,
for them to have the 1 seed, from my memory, I don't know if they've had the 1 seed before because VIU is typically the 1 seed in on the PACWEST women's side.
That's true. Certainly not in the last few years has Capilano been the number 1 seed. You're right about that.
Yeah, so I think for him, that's a tremendous honor. I think there's a good time out here because this is a dangerous point in the game, right? Like, VIU has given their best shot, and Cap is still 15 points down. How are they going to claw back in this one with a couple 4-0, 6-0 runs to cut it under 10? I mean, I think they got to, first of all, they got to figure out how to stop that ball screen with Buckley. Like, that's something's going on there. Like, that's not a good way to cover that.
Right. They come back out of the timeout. It will be Blue basketball.
I mean, I think Briggs has got to get going here. Like, I think Abo's done her part to create some action, but Briggs was unreal yesterday. She had a bunch of jumpers. We run some action to her for her to get some open looks and get going.
There's Vanica. They get it down to Briggs. Briggs is rejected there by Hall and out of bounds on VIU.
That's tough. She stepped through middle. She drew the second defender. Corner shooter was wide open. 45 shooter was wide open.
8 seconds on the shot clock. Trying to get it inbounds, they do. Vanica. Her turnaround jumper is good.
She's had it all day.
Yeah.
Right? She's a role player, feels like, but like she's solid in her role. And yeah, that's 9 for her, I think.
Yeah, it is. Just a rookie as well. Part of the all-rookie team in the PACWEST this year. Yeah. And now a foul, a moving screen, it looks like, on Cox. It's a blocking call.
Yeah, a little shuffle screen there that the Blues tried to jam up, and then the screener just moved her hip and got the illegal screen call.
Well, here come the Blues again, an opportunity to cut into this lead. Get it here to Coffin. Can't handle it. Vanica has it. Vanica will pick up a screen from Briggs. Briggs gets it back. 10 on the shot clock. Briggs will fire from downtown. No good. This one tapped around, and it will be Vanica. Will bank it in.
I mean, if that's the offense moving forward, a little dump and chase, try to get a shot at the hoop without turning it over, and Vanica getting all the loose balls, that's not bad for the Blues. That might be their best offense today.
Buckley gets a nice bounce for the three from way downtown.
They have to figure out how to deal with her. She's taking over here in the third.
Here's Cusel. Cusel will hand it here to Abo. Abo picks up a screen from Briggs. Inside, dishes to Coffin. Her jumper is no good. Vanica with another offensive rebound and a putback.
Again, dump and chase, right? They got a wide open look, missed the look as they have all day. But Vanica's Johnny on the spot to get the offensive rebound in the bucket.
Well, here's Cox back the other way. Picks up her dribble. There's Buckley. Abo on her. Here's Skaber at the top. In between the circles, Cusel, the rookie on the veteran. Spin, no good. And a late call from the official. And she's shooting 2.
Skaber hasn't been shy today. She's ready to come off the bench and be the microwave scorer. On that one, I felt like she got bailed out with maybe a ticky-tack on the wrist.
So Skaber will go to the free throw line. And the first shot misses. I don't think there's a dog in here. There's somebody barking. Did you hear that too? Skaber's free throw.
I don't know. I feel like that's the athletic director's job to keep animals out of the building. I don't know where that guy is right now.
There's a long 3 attempt. An ill-advised shot by Vanica, but she's been feeling it. Good job by Cusel, and now whistles blow. I think because the shot clock needed to be reset to 14 rather than back to 24.
I think as long as the Blues keep getting shots on the rim, make or miss, it's a good thing because Vanica is just all over the place right now on the offensive glass.
The only problem with that one is she was the shooter.
She was the shooter. That's why they didn't get it, Ryan.
Trying to get it inside the Vanica. She has it now. And we'll just give it to Abo. 7 on the shot clock.
Good screen.
Abo. The blocking screen it's going to be on.
So Guyton. I called that. I thought that was a good screen. And what happened there is Guyton, instead of going under or over the top, was just trying to hammer through it, and that's why you call that illegal screen. Or sorry, that push foul on Guyton.
Abo will get it just inbounds to Vanica. Hands it here to Coffin. Coffin back to Abo. 8 on the shot clock. Abo's got a wide open shooter in Cusel, but that dish inside and Coffin can't connect.
Great look on the drive and dish by Abo.
There's Guyton. She'll just hand it here to Skaber. Skaber from long range, no good. And Briggs with a big rebound there.
That was just a simple dribble handoff, and the defender didn't come out quick enough, and Skaber, like she has all night, has taken the chance to shoot it.
There's Vanica, somehow squirts through 2 defenders, gets it to Abo, and hits the 3.
Well, that's what I said earlier, though, with the made free throws. You give her that rhythm, that feel of shooting at the basket. She's going to hit one eventually. Is that their first 3 of the night?
Yes.
Well, that's got to be a record in the modern game.
And how about Vanica to sneak through the 2 defenders, too? There's a air ball thrown up by Buckley. It's saved, but to Abo. Abo will knock it out of bounds herself.
That was interesting there because the substitute felt like she was in the way there a little bit on the dribble.
Yeah.
But Abo didn't seem to complain, so maybe it was just her losing the ball. But I felt like she was on a blocking foul by the substitute there. We have a really good angle on that just for the listeners.
Hallweg checks in the game for Buckley. And Guyton will go to work on the right side. Guyton over here to Hall. Briggs on her aggressively. Inside to Cox. Her runner no good, but she'll draw the harm and go to the free throw line.
Yeah, I was worried there for a second that they weren't going to call that. It was a late whistle. She got mauled on that take to the basket. I think Venica got it, right? 3?
Yep. Yeah. And that's her third foul as well.
There's a mauling.
Her first free throw misses.
Has been the trend today. I mean, everybody's missed their first free throw today.
Both teams consistent, I guess.
Yeah.
She hit that one.
It's a 1-for-2 party.
Cusa will check out for the first time. We'll see Sydney Ma, second-year player out of Chilliwack, also wearing a mask like Skaber is on the other side.
Coach Bryce is calling out a specific matchup on Abo, and unfortunately he told someone earlier to do it and they forgot, but they got it sorted here for this possession.
There's Abo, tough shot, an ill-advised shot. Now 2 Blues are back behind the play. Here comes Guyton running back the other way. Guyton, little floater, goes in.
Yeah, that's her sweet spot in there, isn't it? Like, she's really good between the free throw line and the dots.
There's Ma, now back to Briggs. Briggs inside to Coffin. Coffin will get it to go.
I mean, that was just 2 connective passes and they got a layup, right? Like, the Blues got to get more action like that where they're just moving the ball quickly before the defense can get set. When you're attacking Coach Bryce's defense, it's very difficult against his set defense.
They brought it to within 10 as well, have the Blues. Here's Hall working on Briggs. Her pass is intercepted by Ma. We'll hand it here to Abo. Another turnover by the Mariners. Blues trying to take advantage. Abo, 13 on the shot clock. Here's Ma. Ma will hand it here to Briggs on the baseline. Briggs will send it cross court. Abo, a long 3 attempt. She got it!
I mean, that wasn't much there. I mean, Ma showed great patience to get the ball in the post, and Briggs with the cross court skip to Abo. That almost went in too.
Yep, Guyton at the buzzer, but the Blues have crept a little closer. It's 46-39 as we head to the 4th quarter of the women's gold medal game. The winner, not only the champion, but will be off to the national championship. We'll see how it shakes out as we take a break at the 2023 PACWEST Basketball Championship. To the 4th quarter we go. Blues and Mariners. Mariners in front, 46-39. Leading scorers for the VIU Mariners. Buckley has 18. McKenzie has 11. Abo has 18. Vanica Davignon has 13. Mariners will start with the ball. They get it inside of McKenzie, and that's just too easy for Harriet McKenzie.
That's the same play they started with in the 2nd quarter where they ran their little shuffle cut, but then they reversed it and pinned down on the guard and got a great high-low look for McKenzie.
Here's Vanica. She will drive baseline, kick it to Abo. Abo into the paint, kicks it back to Coffin. Her jumper is no good, and cleared here by Gregory.
That's good action though. Abo got into the paint, drew 3 people, kicked it out, wide open look there for 14.
Here's Hallweg, thought about a 3, tries to get inside, and a jump ball it's called. We'll go back to the Blues. Good job, that was Briggs and also Ma in there.
Yeah, Hallweg almost got that ball between 2 defenders, and she actually put the ball in the hoop, but they already blown it down.
Here's Abo. Brings it up on the left side for Vanica. With 13 points. There's only been 3 Blue scores. Abo, no.
If she would have put that one in, we would have, it would have blown the top off of this one.
Foul, it looks like, against the Blues, I believe.
She kind of gives Coach Weimer the look like, that's my bad. 4th quarter of a championship game, you got to get better shots than that.
Yeah. Well, they call it jump ball there. No foul, a jump ball, so it goes back to VIU. There's Hallweg. Coffin now, or pardon me, Cox. Driving is Gregory. Can't get that one to go. It's tipped, and Gregory gets her own rebound. Cox again. She gets into the paint and gets it to go, and one.
Yeah, she got rode there all the way to the bucket. The referee made the right call, I felt like, from our angle on Cox's drive. But that was all created by, who created that? Not McKenzie, but, sorry here. Gregory, yeah, Gregory. She got the second chance tip out. That was a great job by her.
Coffin was called for the foul. 3-point play by Cox. Yunsen or Yala has come back in as well.
VIU in the first 2 possessions has made a concerted effort to get the ball inside on both possessions.
Here's Vanica. Vanica will kick it to Briggs. She'll have to chase it down. 7 on the shot clock for Megan. She'll try for 3. No good. That's too long. And an air ball.
I mean,
will come in.
It was a 7-point lead at the start of the 4th. VIU came out, executed 2 good sets, got buckets. Capilano's got to get it back to execution here.
They need a big stop here and then a bucket on the other end. There's Buckley inside to McKenzie. With Vanica all over her. A shot by McKenzie.
Yeah.
Again, looked too easy for Harriet.
Yeah. And that's a timeout for Coach Weimer because he's seen enough of those post-up sets, right? Like they're not even really running a lot of action to get the ball in there. They're just coming down. There's not enough pressure on the ball. The guard's able to get the ball in the post, and in the 4th quarter, as defenders have played defense for this amount of time, they're not working hard enough to sort of get around on that 3-quarter front. So it's just too easy right now for VIU.
And how big is the loss of Mackenzie Smith on the Blues side?
Absolutely.
Where he's had an ankle or a foot injury.
And Oala's got the 3 fouls, so she's kind of taken herself out of this one with the foul trouble. And because of her length, she's a real defensive game changer.
Yeah. She's back in the ball game now. You got to throw everybody in there now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Kitchen sink time, Ryan.
Yeah. 7:58 to go in the 4th quarter.
There literally is no tomorrow.
That's right.
If you lose this one.
But you look at the score sheet, there's only been 3 scores for the Blues. Vanica, Abo, and Coffin. That's it. Briggs has been shut out.
I mean, that's saying something for sure, because it's not a lack of her effort for sure. I mean, and Oala's been a shutout, right? And think about all those little lefty bunnies that she missed around the rim.
Yeah. Here comes Abo after the timeout.
Yeah, Coach Weimer comes out with a bigger lineup, and I think that's a good counter to those early post-ups by VIU.
It's as Coffin gets to the baseline, and then a body foul, I think, on Cox, trying to deflect the pass. That'll be the second team foul for VIU.
VIU's going to have a bit of a speed advantage against the bigger lineup of Capilano, so they're going to have to hope this lineup can take away those post-ups coming down the stretch. And then I would just say dump and chase on offense, honestly, when you have 4 good rebounders on the floor that they do.
There's Coffin. Will knock it home. Coffin has 10 in the game. And Abo showing a little pressure.
that was close to a wipeout screen. No one talked there, and Abo almost got wiped out by 11.
And there's a foul on Vanica. That's the second team foul for the Blues, third on Vanica.
Yeah, the big lineup's going to have to move their feet. They're going to have to defend 20, 30 feet from the basket on these VIU guards.
There's Guyton. Guyton picks up a screen, gets to the free throw line. And a foul, I believe, called after the shot. As Yotsun Oyala again. Yeah, that'll be 4 for her. She's going to stay in the ball game.
Yeah, there's no point taking her out now. Let her ride through it.
There's Cox. Her jumper is a bank shot in.
I mean, it is Saturday. Typically, banks are not open on Saturday, so, you know, a bit of an abnormality there.
I like the reference.
Yeah.
Inside, Yotsun Oyala still can't find a basket.
That's tough. I mean, that's a chippy. It's another left-hand bunny that she's missed. But stick with it. Stick with it.
Here's Briggs now. Brings it across. Gets it to Abo. Abo, not sure what she's waiting for. Abo will launch a 3 and hit it.
She's waiting to shoot that 3, Ryan. I mean, she's just going to have to take a bit of it on her shoulders right now and understand that every shot she takes is the better shot than what some of her teammates are going to take, and everybody else just go chase the rebound.
Yeah. Topped out by Briggs. Good work by Briggs to come over on the help defense to knock it out of bounds. Manson will come back in for the Capilano Blues. And Coffin will have a quick breath, I would imagine, with 10 points.
I think she'll go back in for Hansen unless she can get going, right? Like right now, it's like, can anybody hit some open shots here for the Blues?
Buckley will knock it down for 3.
Yeah, and she's had a great second half, and they got her loose early with those ball screens that they needed to switch. She got her rhythm there.
Skaber wants to check back in for VIU. There's Manson, down low. Vanica will send it to Briggs. Briggs finally gets on the score sheet.
And maybe that'll ignite her, right? Like she's a key part of their roster, and maybe that'll wake her up.
Vanica with a nice steal here. Vanica back the other way. Doesn't have numbers, has to be careful, and she put on the Briggs. It's to Ayala. We'll get it over here to Abo. Down low to Briggs. Briggs. Nice move by Megan, but can't get it to fall. And Cox will collect the rebound.
I mean, just a general thought here about Vanica's game. I mean, for an all-rookie team player, she's been unreal today in terms of poise. That's a foul on her there, of course, commentator's curse, yeah.
That's her 4th, I believe. That's her 4th. Skaber will check in.
I'll take the word tremendous back and say pretty good poise for an all-rookie team player.
Gabriel will inbound it here to Cox. Now to Gregory. They swing it to Buckley.
A little zone here off the sideline. No, I thought it was zone. It's not.
Gregory shot, hit the backboard, and then another whistle. An offensive foul on Gregory. That's her 3rd, I believe. Or they gave it to McKenzie instead. That's her 3rd.
She's not coming.
No, I wouldn't imagine. And Abo will bring the ball up slowly. 58-46, Mariners with the lead. And an offensive foul. And that's Yotsun Oyala, and that's it for her.
What did you see there? Because I'll tell you right now, I saw nothing but a tangle.
Yeah. And to call a foul out, a 5th foul on something like that, I don't know.
Yeah.
The refs doesn't know that she's sitting on 4 fouls. I get that, but still. That's a tough call.
It's like that Robert Munch book, The No Good, Very Bad Day. That was all his day-to-day. Nothing went right. Foul calls, chippies on the left hand. Like, that's tough. Really tough for a final.
Cusa will come in, and she finishes. Oyala does with 0 points. They get it on the left side.
I think for Coach Weimer, I'd go back to that big lineup and just dump and chase with Abo 3s.
That shot from Buckley off the mark. Vanica with a rebound there. And back the other way, Cuso. Cuso, the rookie, will get it to Abo. Abo shakes a couple of defenders, gets inside, and takes the body and will go to the line.
I didn't see much there. Saw out of control ball handler that got lucky with the bailout call. It was interesting. She came off that ball screen and she kind of hesitated, and both defenders retreated from her. She actually had a wide open 3 that she turned down.
Abo's first free throw, no good.
Rasheed Wallace would say, "Ball don't lie."
Rasheed Wallace, wow,
I'm bringing it back.
Yeah,
I'm going back.
You really are. I don't know what the confusion is here. The Blues will get set up. Mariners seem to be already set up. Abo's got one more free throw to come. 4:34 remaining.
Just a nice little delay there for a second free throw.
But she hit it.
Mentally tough enough to.
I guess it's a
Power
timeout call is what caused the delay in the first place.
Yeah, Coach Bryce said he wanted a timeout, but didn't signal, I think, when he wanted it, after the first free throw or after the second free throw, and that was the issue there.
So with 4:34 to go, Mariners in front, 58-47. They'll have the ball on an inbound after the made free throw by Abo. The Mariners. Now, the national championship is in Hamilton, Ontario.
Mohawk University.
Yeah, Mohawk
College.
Yeah,
Mohawk College.
Yeah. That's a trip. You know, there's a 3-hour time difference. There's a lot of things that the PACWEST team has to go through when they go east, and like an Eastern team coming west.
I mean, for sure, and I guarantee the scheduling committee will have the West Coast team, whoever wins this one, playing bright and early in that first game of the tournament at Mohawk College. It'll be interesting to see.
Who makes the schedule when it comes to the national? Is it the CCAA body that does that, or is it Mohawk College that does?
I don't know. I don't want to comment on it. I don't want to get in trouble.
All right, fine. I was not trying to set you up.
Yeah, I know.
Here's Guyton. Gets it to McKenzie at the top with 10 seconds on the shot clock. McKenzie, underhand pass here to Guyton. Guyton will go high off the window. Can't get that one to fall. And Briggs will send it up to Cusel. Cusel will pick up her dribble and get it across to Manson. Buckley all over her. Manson gets to the baseline and she'll throw it away. But a body contact, it looks like, on Buckley.
Yeah.
That'll be her third.
And that's the third time I think Manson's driven with no purpose, right? And luckily there, she got bumped on that drive.
They get it into Briggs on the baseline. Briggs will hand it to Abo. 10 on the shot clock. Abo trying to find space. Little spin. Here's Cusel. Kicks it out to Manson for 3. Manson, no good. And Vanica in on the rebound. Back to Manson. She can't get it to go.
Manson got hit on the shooting hand there. That should have been a foul. She should be shooting 2. That was actually a good possession for the Blues there with 2 quality looks at the bucket.
Inside now to Gregory. Backing in on Manson. Her shot no good.
Yeah.
It seems like every time the Mariners have the ball in the offensive zone, there's a foul call.
Yeah, and you know, good on them for getting the ball inside, right? When
Absolutely.
you get the ball close to the rim, you put pressure on the officials to make a call because there's going to be a lot of bodies around the ball, a lot of bodies looking at the ball, and you know, things like that tend to happen as you get closer to the basket.
Second attempt for Gregory.
There's that dog again. When's the athletic director here going to take care of the puppy that's running rampant in this gym?
I don't think he can hear you.
No, I know he can.
Or selective hearing.
Yeah. Well, he knows how to tune me out. Let's just put it that way.
So the free throw counted. There was a lane violation. A shot by Abo. No good. Tries to deflect it off a Mariner, and she was successful in doing so.
She just tried to go through 5 people, Ryan. Very difficult to do at any level. Yeah. And luckily she caught her own air ball and threw it off a VIU player.
Trying to get it in, and does to Briggs. Briggs to Manson. 4 on the shot clock for Manson. Her shot partially blocked. And back the other way goes Rick Guyton.
I feel like Manson's putting it on the deck too quick. She's got to keep a bit more patience when she catches the ball and size up her defender a bit more. I think that's what Venika's talking to her about right now.
Blocking foul on Abo. That's her second. Got the Mariners in the bonus, so they'll shoot 2.
I mean, the rock fight continues down here, right? Like the VIU Mariners are getting calls because they're being aggressive going to the rim, and on this side, I mean, we're seeing lots of contact down on this end. It's not being called either.
Both free throws made by Guyton. She now has 10 in the ballgame.
A 14-point lead at this point seems, I wouldn't say insurmountable, but like it's tough.
Yeah.
In a game that's been this tight defensively.
The Blues just haven't shot the ball well, as Abo will hit a 3 there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe every time someone catches it, it's just, oh, they haven't shot the ball well, because then every time we say that, they just make a shot, right? Increase the drama a bit.
There's McKenzie, and another whistle against the Blues defense. That one on Briggs.
So that's an extension of the forearm on the back there of the post player. I don't know.
Briggs trying to get confirmation from the other referee, didn't call it. McKenzie misses her free throw. McKenzie's second free throw.
Missed both.
Yep, no good either. And a foul against Gregory. Gives a hand tap to Megan Briggs. Briggs will go to the free throw line.
I mean, in a championship final, sometimes I would suggest that, like, when there's a play like that, or even the play before, where there's no advantage gained from the foul, just don't call it. Let them keep playing. Let the fans keep enjoying the sort of the pace of the game. Don't try to interrupt it with a bit of ticky-tack stuff like that.
Well, I wonder, too, with both teams now in the bonus, if this game will slow to a screeching halt.
I mean, there's been some flurries of fast break basketball but in this one, but it's been a bit of a rock fight, old school, 3 out, 2 in, dump the ball inside, you know, paint touch or bust type of game. So, yeah. We don't need it to slow down anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Briggs hits both. Now they'll need a steal. VIU wants another bucket, obviously.
That's the second time Abo's almost been blown up by a screen because now someone's not communicating.
There's McKenzie. And another foul, it looks like, on Briggs.
Yeah, and Briggs got into the cylinder there. That's a foul for sure, right? She looks vertical on tape, but she took a step into the sort of the shooting cylinder of McKenzie, I thought.
That's the fourth on Briggs. McKenzie back to the free throw line where she just missed 2. Hits that one.
Redemption Road on the first.
Second free throw is no good. And 2 Blues battle for the rebound.
Yeah, and they can't set up their 2-2-1 press there, right? That they've been doing off of free throws.
Abo on the left wing. Abo, a lot of dribbling, gets it to Briggs. Long 2, she got it. Megan Briggs. A timeout taken by Tony Bryce, the head coach of the Mariners.
Yeah, the timeouts on the board seem wrong to me. I feel like Cap has 1 left, and Coach Bryce has 1 left.
He's confirming right now.
Yeah, something's going on. Yeah, they called it 2 for sure. I mean, that's one of those things where Briggs hit a lot of those long 2s yesterday. You want her just to take that 1 step back, though. Anyway, I mean, it's great. I'm just happy she's hitting some shots here down the stretch, or else she would have been shut out like Oala, right? Like, that's tough, man.
She becomes just the 4th scorer to hit the score sheet.
That's
for
right.
The Blues.
That's right.
Abo, Venica, Coffin, and now Megan Briggs is 6 points in the quarter.
And Abo's done a better job, I feel like, in spurts where she's gotten in the paint, drawn 2 defenders and kicked it, right? Like, I mean, obviously VIU is going to try at all costs to stop her. And so in that sort of defensive scheme to stop her, you're going to have open shooters all over the floor on her dribble penetration. And now you're playing against closeouts, and when good offensive players get a defender closing out, they have the advantage.
After the timeout, here's Guyton. She gives the ball to Buckley. at the top. Now they swing it over.
High-low.
Here's McKenzie.
Yeah, McKenzie, if she had kept one more second on 11 there, she would have had a layup for 11.
Shot clock winding down. Cox will just get it off. Offensive rebound by Gregory, and she knocks it home.
Yeah, so Gregory didn't get the ball on the high-low, but she worked her tail off to get the ball on the offensive rebound, got the bucket there. That's a big bucket to go to 10.
This is Abo. Abo will hand it here.
Travel.
And a traveling call.
Yeah, it hasn't been her day. That's all I'll say.
This is Coffin, has it, pardon me, this is Cox, knocked away by Cuso. Good defensive play. Here's Manson. Manson, and a blocking foul against Buckley.
I mean, I think that was the 0 step, the FIBA 0 step, because to me, it was very close to travel on her catch, but great Euro step to avoid the defender and then the block to put her on the line. Maybe this will spark her for her next catch and shoot.
They need these free throws. Manson misses the first one. Still has 0 points in this gold medal game.
It's just been a weird one for the Blues tonight. Like, some of the players have had good looks at the rim and not been able to cash it in.
Second free throw is good. Minute 7 remaining.
There it is. I've called for it all night. They don't talk on the screen. Finally, Abo gets blown up.
Here's Cox at the top. Cox will get it to Gregory. Gregory cross court. They swing it to Buckley for 3. No good. And Vanica with the rebound.
Great offensive possession, drive, kick, and just missed the 3.
Here's Manson. Her for 3, no good. Briggs will chase this one down. Abo will launch for 3, no good. Off the front rib. Cusil with the board. Cusil is rejected there by McKenzie.
Yeah, Cusil got too deep there against the big. She had to make her decision at the free throw line.
And Abo will foul Guyton. Good respect as Abo helps up Guyton. That is the 3rd on Abo. And Guyton will go to the free throw line. First free throw is good.
Coach Bryce right now is going to be telling his team to not make any silly fouls away from the bucket. Don't foul any shooters, right? Because right now the clock's your friend.
Oh yeah.
Just don't do anything silly here.
Here's Abo. 16 seconds on the clock.
Blues aren't in any rush.
Abo's 3 is good. Then Abo from downtown.
But you know, she took a little bit. I mean, it's tough. Down 10. I don't know if there's a way to get 10 points in 12 seconds or 15 seconds, whatever it was.
Yeah.
But she did kill an extra 7 or 8 holding the ball there.
65-58. There's 8.7 seconds between the Mariners and their gold medal. And for the Mariners, vying for their 6th gold medal in the PACWEST. For the Blues, it would be their 10th silver medal. Tony Bryce. Is he drawing up a play in that huddle?
Yeah, because they'll advance the ball to avoid any sort of backcourt turnover 3 scenario, right? To cut it to 4. So he'll advance the ball and tell them option 1, option 2, option 3 off of whatever sideline out of bounds. And then if you don't know what to do, throwing it basically away from your basket, so you don't create an odd man rush quickly going the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
There is only 8.7 seconds.
Yeah, totally. But as a coach, you're always in constant fight or flight,
Absolutely,
panic mode, and you don't want anything bad to happen in this moment.
They'll get it here to Buckley. Buckley is bumped there by Manson.
Yeah, and Manson's lucky that she didn't get the unsporting because she didn't play the ball. She pushed her in the back.
Two-handed shove.
Yeah. But they know that there's no point calling that with 7-3. I think that's why they did that.
Buckley's first free throw is good.
Yeah, I still hear the dogs in the building.
Yeah. 22 for Buckley. And 23 for Buckley. Abo hasn't touched it yet. She'll collect it here. Abo from way downtown and knock it down. They're resetting the clock, it looks like. After a long three by Abo. But 3.5 seconds up on the clock. They get it here to Cox. And the VIU Mariners are PACWEST gold medalists. 67-61, the final. The Blues showed good fight, but the Mariners just too strong here tonight after a great start to the game.
Yeah.
It was what, 12-0, 14-0?
16-1 is my memory.
Yeah.
One run to start the game. The Blues could never come back from that. And it was all about their defense, the pressure defense, pressuring different spots on the floor, pressuring the ball. They got the Blues out of the rhythm early, and they could never find it.
Well, right in front of our table come the trophies, the medals, T-shirts. And they will announce the players of the game first, I believe, and then they'll start to hand out some hardware. Championship game coming up at 8 o'clock between these same two schools.
Yeah, slight upset here in the first of our back-to-back gold medal games. Thank you. Abo finished with 31, Ryan Buckley with 23. For the VIU Mariners.
And Abo named player of the game with her 31 points.
She'll probably be a first-team All-Star of this tournament, I would think.
I would imagine after another great game, especially in the second half. She had 8 points at halftime. And she explodes and finishes with 31.
Yeah, a couple of the threes she hit were, 10 feet behind the three-point line.
And Buckley, the player of the game for the Mariners.
Yeah.
Buckley with 23 points.
I mean, the game was essentially even after half, right, in terms of score. But Buckley was the real kind of difference maker in the third quarter to keep them from making any sort of comeback to one possession game.
Yeah. So we'll keep it right here as they announce the All-Stars. Tegan Michael from the Camosun Chargers, named an All-Star.
Doesn't look like Higgins here, so we're going to keep this moving along. From number 6, Kristen
Abo, an All-Star, as you mentioned, Coach.
The athletic director is just a little behind schedule here with the All-Star.
Still looking for the
trophies.
dog.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a long week for him. He's trying his best.
Give him some credit. This is the first time he's hosted the PACWEST.
You know what I love, Ryan? I love the way the gym's set up now.
Yeah.
I was saying to Scott up in the delicious coaches room, the food room up there, where we all will certainly go after this one's finished.
Yeah.
That you could host nationals here. Like, this would be an awesome venue for nationals, for CCA nationals, men's or women's.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome. Who doesn't want to come to Vancouver Island, right? Who doesn't want to come to Victoria? It's beautiful here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
One more All-Star to go. CJ Buckley. And then I would imagine Harriet McKenzie will be named tournament MVP. With Buckley an All-Star and Guyton an All-Star. It is McKenzie. So the PACWEST Player of the Year is the MVP of the PACWEST Championship Tournament.
I mean, the most physical player in this game carved out her position almost every time down the floor. That really wears on interior defense of a team.
Well, congratulations to Tony Bryce and the VIU Mariners women's team. They win their 6th PACWEST gold medal, and now they're off to Mohawk College in Hamilton, Ontario for the national championship in 2 weeks.
Awesome. Yeah, wish them luck. I know Coach Bryce and I were talking earlier. If they have a good showing at nationals, by this time next year, hopefully the PACWEST gets 2 berths.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Coach, thanks for joining us. We'll just let the viewers watch the presentation of the medals. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the men's game.
Thank you, Ryan.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, it's the Capilano Blues and the VIU Mariners, the men's championship game coming up.
Number 4, Lauren Tomlinson. Number 5, Sydney Ma. Number 6, Kristen Abo. Number 7, Tammy Ward. Number 10, Tegan Matson. Number 9, Alana Dominion. Number 14, Maddie Coffin. Jenna Griffin. Ida Johnson Oyala. 23, Maddie Briggs. Megan Briggs. Mackenzie Smith. And Haley Hughes. Assistant coach Curtis Allaby. Assistant Emma Cunningham. And head coach Chris Weimer. Ladies and gentlemen, your silver medals, Capilano Blues. And now the gold medal presentation. Starting on the end with number 2, Amber Heinrich. Number 3, Chloe Saber. Number 4, Rebecca Dyson. Number 5, CJ Buckley. Number 6, Mackenzie Cox. Number 9, Mackenzie Hall. Number 10, and your tournament MVP, Harriet Mackenzie. Number 11, Kayla Gregory. We will now call up the VIU captains. We will now, right after that beautiful parade, we are now going to call up the VIU captains to receive the trophy.